Hello, my name is Monica Ochoa, and today I would like to talk to you guys about my narrative project called Missing Home. So I want to start off by stating some of my background. My parents are Mexican. I was born in the US. I'm a first-gen student here in the US. And this is really something that I never thought growing up that would shape the future that I have now and the issues that I'm facing right now. I was born in Texas, raised in Mexico, and when I was 15, I decided to pursue the American dream and go ahead, leave my family, leave the life that I knew back then, and leave everything to pursue an American dream. When I was in high school, it was like a really good experience. I had the American experience, like the ones that you see in TV shows and movies. I got the chance to be a broadcast producer. I remember in the football games, I got the chance to be on the field. So I would like just record the football players, take the phase, take their shot when they were like throwing stuff. It was pretty good. But unfortunately, not like everything could be sunshine and rainbows. I was a pretty good student. I had really outstanding grades and really good extracurriculars. When the end of the senior year came, I got awarded 3 awards from school. I attended 3 of them alone, but just being there by myself, receiving the ceremony awards, being there while all my friends had their families with them, and I was just sitting on the table alone, just trying my best not to cry, trying my best to feel good, because I was feeling good about myself. Whether my parents were there or not, those were my achievements. So I was feeling happy about myself. That happiness that you get stuck here, you don't know how to get it out. My high school career ended. I decided to come to St. John's to pursue my dreams of being a college student, getting a degree in New York, myself. This was actually the first time that I was like away from what we know, a household and a family. At first, it was pretty fun. I got to meet a lot of new people. I got to make a lot of new friends. When move-in day happened, my parents were flabbergasted. They were like, oh my gosh, we've never seen this before. This doesn't happen in Mexico. I got a new job like a few months later. I've never worked in my life, so that was like an adjustment for me. I remember my first day, I cried. When November came by, apparently when I was like in high school, I did not fill out my FAFSA correctly. But who teaches you to do a FAFSA correctly? I was by myself doing the FAFSA thing, so nobody guided me, nobody like taught me how to do stuff or anything. The financial aid lady called me several times. I remember one of those calls, I was in my room. She was like, oh, you need to like pay. And I was like, is there another alternative, because I really need to have my schedule. And she was like, you cannot build your schedule until you pay. Okay, like I'll try, but if the financial aid doesn't come through in time, what should I do? This is what she told me, and I quote, you either pay or you pay, but you cannot pay because your family is really poor and you're too poor to pay. I didn't know how to react. How are they trying to belittle me just because I'm having this issue that I don't know how to deal with? 2 weeks went by, the semester was coming to an end. I was looking for a place. At the end of the day, I ended up staying in like 2 or 3 Airbnbs for a month. Just one friend that helped me out. I remember that my roommate, I asked her like, hey, if anything happens with my financial aid and the Airbnb is about to kick me out, would you mind signing me in so I can sleep here for a night, like in my own dorm? At first she said yes. Later that night, I got a text from her saying that because of my situation, my financial situation, her parents did not feel comfortable enough for her to sign me in. And that really showed me how cruel society can be. My parents didn't know about the situation. My parents were holding on from paying that X amount that financial aid did not cover just because they wanted to see if it could come in time. But nothing happened. My parents ended up paying like $20K. I was alone, 19 years old, no house, nobody that I knew here in New York that could host me or help me or anything. I think that's a traumatic event in my life that happened that I still can't believe that happened, and that really showed me that I have the strength that I need to probably go around life. Thanks to this narrative, I found out that against all odds situation just happened. I just want to show you something. Fortunately, this situation cleared out and I was able to retrieve the money that the financial aid did not want to cover, and St. John's sent me a check with the money that I paid. I really thought this was lost, but this narrative, this project, it was just a reminder that where I come from, my background, my ethnicity follows me on my back, and that is the one that has the lead and has a say in my life sometimes, and that can make a really big difference. My parents have shown me that they move above and beyond to see me succeed. So with that, I would like to conclude my little project about my narrative speech, and thank you.